is Shan, and thank you for tuning in to Shan for Crafts. Now today, I'm going to be talking about a recent haul that I did. And I got all these items on a craft haul, and I actually went online and I shopped with a company called Oriental Trading. Okay, and they sell like little party favors and crafts and buttons and all that type of things. So I went online because crafting can get very expensive. So I figured I'd go online to try to get some of the things I needed so that way I could save some money. Okay? What I got, I did get some pretty nice things. Now, I got these pearls, large pearls here that I'm going to be using for an upcoming project. Uh-oh, they're falling out of the bag. Okay. Let me get those back in. Okay, I got a bunch of these. Okay, and so I'm going to be using these in some flowers and on some scrapbooking projects that I have planned. Okay, I also got these buttons. Actually, I got a big bag of buttons here. Because buttons can get expensive if you buy them on the cart. Sometimes you can spend as much as $2 or $3 for a couple of buttons on the cart. So I got this whole bag of buttons here. They're different colors and shapes and sizes. And here's an example of the buttons. Let me spread them out on the table. Okay. They're different sizes. Like I said, I can use these on my upcoming projects that I have coming up. Okay. And let me zoom in on those. Those are pretty nice. Okay. And I believe the whole bag was like $7 or something like that. What I actually did is I went into the clearance section of the website and I went ahead and shopped through the clearance section. Let me put these back. Now these ones are really nice and big. Let me put those back in the jar top I have here. Okay, now while we're talking about buttons, I want to talk about these ones. These are really nice. These are actually glitter buttons. Aren't these pretty? Now this is like a silver diamond type glitter, and this is like a little gold. That will look great on my scrapbooking projects too. Very pretty, and they came in different sizes. This is the large, this is the medium, and this is the small. And those are very nice. Definitely gonna be using. Now I got all of those buttons, all of those for $2.50. All of these are sparkly buttons. Now if I was in a craft store, local craft store, I might have paid that much for just 4 of them on a cart. Okay, so I found that going online is really paying off because I'm saving a lot of money. Okay, now I want to talk about more buttons. I got these little buttons. These are really cute. You see these? I love the little jars they came in, and they're actually decorative. Decorative little buttons. This is the blue. I might use some of these on my scrapbooking project that I'm working on because the colors match. If you remember from previous show, on my scrapbooking project I'm working on, I'm using yellow, orange, green, and blue-green. Okay? Now here's an example of the little buttons. Let me zoom in on them. Okay. Okay. You see the little design on it? Isn't that pretty? And I also got those out of the clearance bin. So try to get as much as I can out of the clearance section to save money that way. Like I said, even when I'm done using the buttons, I can use the jars for something. Very handy. Very handy. Now, now I love these. These are actually little wood buttons. Let me get the camera here. Okay, let me dump those out. I'm going to show you the... Now, wood buttons are really nice because they can really make something look very crafty. Okay? Let me turn all of these over to show you the variety of shapes and sizes I got. And like I said, these are really nice. Now, had I been thinking the first time, I would have gotten two of these, two bags of these, wooden, buttons, because, you know, the wooden buttons really look good on scrapbooking projects because of the woody, natural look that they have. Okay, now look at these two. Isn't this nice? I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it has a beautiful design in it. Very nice. And I love these. These are two large wood buttons, and I got a lot of little small ones that I can use too on here. It's a little small. I have a nice mixture and a nice variety here. Now these are very nice too. So smaller ones. These are shaped like apples. Those are cute. Got little ones shaped like flowers. Okay. Now these ones, I love these. You see this? Isn't that cute? I can put a gem in the middle of here, or a pearl, to dress that up. And these are nice as well. And these here have a little motif in them. Looks like a little design cut out in there. Very pretty indeed. Now, out of all the buttons, I think the wooden ones are my favorite because they're so natural looking. And I really like those. And we put those aside. Now, also, now here's the bag of wooden buttons that I got. See how much I got? Now, I think these were about $7. These weren't in the clearance bin, but I got them anyway because they're wood. Now, if I was at the craft store, I probably would have paid a whole lot more than $7 for a bag this size. It was a great deal there. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is I got some little cards these little cards are little note cards. And I actually got these on sale, a pack for $1.90. Okay, there's 24 in a pack. Okay, and here's some examples of the cards. Let me spread them out. Aren't these nice? Like I said, you can write something on the back. Or, you know, what I'm going to do is use them for tags. Okay, and I've already been putting some eyelets in some of the tags here. You see that? And all I have to do is put some ribbon in there, and I got my tags. Very nice. Very nice. Like I said, I got those out of the clearance bin for just $1.90. For $1.90, I think it was. It's 24 in a pack. Now, let me put these away. And I stocked up on those, so I got a couple of those because they were so inexpensive. And I'll definitely be using those sometime in the future. I was thinking about using these three in my upcoming arts and crafts project that I got coming up, because the colors go well with my color scheme that I'm using. So I was thinking about doing that and using these in the future. Now let me put these away. Okay. Now I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put all this together in one show because I want to show you my tags. Now I had recently that I was gonna be I had said about a week ago that I was gonna upload a video of my new tags. Now the tags that I first did about 2 weeks ago, I'm not going to use those in my scrapbooking project because I have some other tags that I made that I like a lot better. I like these new ones that I made. Here's some of them that I made for my scrapbooking project. Okay, here's a few. Here's now this here. I had a little gold star, a yellow button, and an acrylic bead, clear acrylic bead I put there, and a little line down here. Okay, and here is a scrapbook tag. I used the orange and blue, and that really pops because orange and blue are opposite each other on the color wheel. So that's why that has such a vibrant color there. And this is a pretty orange one, orange background with a glittery white flower on it. I really like this one. And this one is this is yellow with a nice brown print. And I use a nice yellow ribbon to go with that. Let me put those up here. Here's my animal, my circus animal tag. This is a little longer than the other ones. Now, one thing I want to say about my tags is when I first started, I discovered I was trying to make the tags before I started my scrapbooking project. And what I actually discovered was it's easier to start the scrapbooking project and start cutting out your stuff for the scrapbooking project and just use what's left for your tags. Okay, that way for me it worked better. What I did is I stopped making tags and I started making my pages for my scrapbook, and whatever I had left I just started making tags out of whatever I had left. Okay, so that kind of worked a little bit better for me. Okay, here's another one. Now all these are stuck. All these tags are from items I'm using in my scrapbook. Here's a yellow one. Now with the yellow one I used two daisies. I guess you could call these daisies. I'm not sure that's the correct term for the flower. But I put those there and I put a little lace at the top for the ribbon. This one is plain. Has a lovely green stripe on it. Okay. Okay. And here's one I like this one a lot because of the butterfly. I have I got it comes in a set, 25 butterflies in a set, and I use that. I use quite a bit of butterflies in this project because I had like 25 of them, and the colors they had them in all matched what I was doing with my project. Okay, and also I used some turquoise, or you could call them blue-green, ribbon flowers that I had purchased for that, and followed it up with some yellow yarn for the tie. Now I used a variety of yarn, organza ribbon, and regular lace ribbon to give it, to make each one different. You know, here's two more. Okay, they're plain. Some of them are plain. Some of them have stuff on. I just wanted to have a nice variety of all that. Okay, and here's my here's a circus animal one, and I put a border at the bottom and a flower. I think I'm gonna put a nice little gem in the middle of that. I just haven't decided. Maybe a green gem will go in the middle of that one. And here's another one I made. This is a nice striped background with a flower, orange flower with a yellow center and a green acrylic bead in the middle with a butterfly there. Okay, and I followed up with some white yarn for the ribbon. Okay. Okay. All right, now this one here, this is a one that I had worked on for a while, and when I started out I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, but what I did is I had some yellow pineapples and pears that I cut out of some fruit scrap paper I had. And here's a little yellow lemon, and I just put them around the edge of the piece. And but then this side didn't have anything on it. So what I did is I cut some scrap paper, white and yellow scrap paper, and I put it there. And it didn't look like it blended in. But then I took a green colored pencil and I filled in the circles to make it blend in together. So that way I wanted something like a abstract uh, tag for this. So that's how I got it to pull all together. And here's I followed up with yellow green yarn for the tag. For the ribbon. Now here's my favorite one out of all of them. This is my sailboat tag. Now here I cut out for the sail I used a stripe pattern, scrapbooking paper, a green. I made the boat green. Now the little sun I used orange and yellow, as you can see here. And for the water, I used a pretty blue print that I had, and it has a lot of shine to it. Now the one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back right in the middle of it and put a yellow jewel right there for the sun. That's the one thing I forgot to do. And I also put a butterfly on here to match the boat, the sailboat, and I finished it off with some nice blue ribbon. Okay, that's my favorite one out of all of them. Okay, and there's all my tags. Okay, and like I said, I really enjoyed making these. And one thing I learned, one thing that works for me is to start your scrapbooking project and then make your tags out of what you have left. Cause what I was doing, I was trying to make my tags for my scrapbooking project, and it just wasn't coming together as quickly. But now that I got my pages made, I'm using what's left from the pages to make my tags. It's just working a lot better that way. Um, and also, what I also did is use a variety of different prints and different ribbons and colors and textures, so that way they would all have a different character about all of those. Well, that's all I have for today. My name is Shane. I want to thank you for tuning in to Shane for Crafts, and God bless.